What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a great day. I know I had a pretty good day at work today, so I'm a happy camper. That being said, I just wanted to do a little bit of some tweaking on my xmonad slash xmobar configuration tonight. I normally spend most of my time in herpslift, but I have started kind of getting back into xmonad. If you've watched any of my videos prior, you'll know that I have said that xmonad is my favorite window manager, followed closely by herpslift. I have been spending a lot of time in herpslift, not going away from herpslift completely, but I've just been kind of tinkering around in my xmonad config lately and living in xmonad for a bit. That being said, I really like the looks of my polybar on herpslift that's got the power line or power arrow theme going on with it. Now, as far as I'm aware, that is not available for xmobar, but we're going to goof around here a little bit and see if we can't just make something on our own that's going to kind of make it look the same. So, that being said, if you look at the top of my screen right now, that's my bar. It's pretty plain, pretty simple. I've got a little bit of a void icon down here just for some decoration, and then I have a box here that will actually change my wallpaper if I click on it. And then I have a little bit of color in here with my date being colored blue, and this is normally my YouTube subscription count, my subscriber count. I'm not connected to the internet right now, so it's not reading anything, but we are going to try and dress this up a bit. So that being said, let's go ahead and launch my little script for launching my list of programs that I like to configure a lot, and we're going to go to xmobar and we're going to hit enter. So this is my xmobar config. It's not real huge. It's got a little bit going on. I got a couple little different templates down here that I can use for when I want to change things up a bit. So let's see what these look like. If I comment that one out, and we'll go back up to this one here, and let's go ahead and write, and let's load it. That's that one there. You can see it goes all the way across the screen. It's got a lot going on. Not really my favorite. Then we can comment that one out and go to the next one, and that one will give me some underline and some colored boxes on the end, which that one's pretty slick. I like the looks of that one, but not really what I want right now. This one here is pretty similar to the one I originally had up, but you can see instead of having my YouTube subs here, it's got my audio, and so that one's pretty much the same. And then if we comment that back out and go back to this one, we have this line up here, and this is the one we're going to be working with because this is the one I kind of like the most. You can't see it right now because every time you reload the xmobar it covers it up, but I have Trayer over here that's got my network manager applet on it, and it has any other system tray icons when something's open. Like right now, Simple Screen Recorder's open, so my icon for Simple Screen Recorder would be up there. But again, it's covered right now. I can actually show you if I launch my Scratchpad here and do a pkill Trayer, that's going to kill it. And then if we launch again, you can see there it is right there. It doesn't have Network Manager up right now because I am not anywhere near internet. So that being said, I want to go ahead and goof around with this xmobar configuration and see if I can't get myself somewhat of a kind of a power arrow theme. I don't want anything too crazy that's going to be all wacky and everything, but I've already started creating the framework for it and kind of the beginning. Because as I said, I don't believe that xmobar offers a power arrow module or anything like that you can use like Polybar has, but I figured it would be pretty simple to actually just do it. So I was thinking maybe I'd have some arrows on this side, kind of some chevrons that are pointing to the right, and then I'd have some chevrons over here that are pointing to the left, and we'll change some background color and this and that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to scroll down here and let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to go to a second workspace here, and I'm going to open Gimp. And if we open Gimp, I'm going to open a couple of files here. If we open, we're going to open, and you can see in here I've got, we're going to open the power, or the orange arrow 2. We're going to open another one. We're going to do, let's see here. want arrow right. Actually, we're not going to open all these just yet. Let's just go ahead and see. But you can see that list there. Let me open it back up here. If we open, I was in here and I was just creating some of these different power arrow looks. Just in Gimp, real quick, just kind of drawing them up myself and getting them all nice. So let's go back to my xmobar configuration, and I know for a fact I want to have one right here, right after my void icon. So if we look down here, right here is that void icon. It's icon equals void1.xpm. That's what I have displaying my icons up here, are xpm images. So if we come down here, I want one to be right after that. So what I got to do is I got to go right here to the end of that, and I want it before this FC. So if I hit insert, and we're going to get some opening and closing brackets there, and we're going to do icon equals, and then if we go back over to 2, and actually let's go ahead and open my terminal here, and let's open Ranger, and we're going to go to my xmonad, and then we're going to go to my xpm directory, and then we're going to go here, and you can see kind of right here, I'm not too concerned about you guys really seeing them at the moment, but these are my different XPM icons that I have that I can choose from. So I just got to scroll down so I can make sure I get the correct name for my deal in there. So this one is going to be pointing right, and so I think we're going to be arrow right, basically, is it on the XPM. So it's just arrow right XPM. So we're going to put icon equals arrow right dot XPM, and then we're going to hit the /, and then if we go ahead and write, let's go ahead and check and see what that looks like. So we'll reload, and there we go. Now we have a nice little arrow there, so that looks pretty good. I like the looks of that. Now we can adjust how far away from the next set of my workspaces is. If I hit a space here and then hit right and we reload it, then that's going to put a bigger gap here. So if we undo that and we come back before it and we do insert and do a space here and then we write, now that's going to give me a little space after it. Let's just go ahead and put a little space in front of that void icon as well. So if we put a space there and we write, that should give me, so that sets me out a bit from the edge. So that's kind of nice. So we've got a nice black before it, we've got a bit of a gap between the edge, then we've got some black, and then we have the arrow. So now next I would like to put an arrow probably right here. This is, you can't really break these apart. The workspaces, the layout mode, how many windows are open, and the window are all part of this unsafe standard input reader right here. So all this right here is actually called in your xmobar or xmonad configuration. So you can't really put spaces in between them. So we're just going to put it right at the end of this. So if I want to have that there, then I would have to come down here. And let's go ahead and do, and we want the same thing. We want this right arrow. So if we do the open and closing, and we do icon equals, and then we do, what was it, arrow right dot xpm, and we hit the / and then go ahead and write. Let's go ahead and relaunch and see. Okay, look, see, now we've got it there. Let's go to the third workspace here. Maybe we can see a little better. We've got these arrows here, and we've got this arrow here. So that's kind of what I want to do on this side. But see, if I launch a window, then it will put that on the inside of the arrow, and it'll push that arrow over. So okay, good. That's kind of what I wanted to do. So let's go back here. Now what I want to do is I want to change this. If you've seen my Herb's Lift configuration on my other videos, this is orange with black text. So I want that to be an orange background with black text. So let's go down here, and we are going to just find YT subs. So this is where I want to be. So right now I have it right here. If you see FC equals, and then I have these two color codes here. The first one is for the foreground, the second one is for the background. So if I just flip-flop these, I'll end up with a black foreground, so black text, and that orange background. So basically what I can do is if I just take this and we move to the front of this and do pound 00000 and hit comma, we just moved that from the behind that to in front of that, and then we hit right. Okay, good. So now we have black text with an orange background. So that's what I want there. But now I want to have the arrow pointing this way in front, and then I want to have a tail of the arrow behind it. So if we go back to Workspace 2, you can see right here I have that already created here. And if we scroll over here and I go down to orange arrow end, you can see I have it here as well. So we've got one for the back side and one for the front side of that. So this is going to be OR arrow 2, I believe. So let's go back up here and let's go ahead and put right in front of this, we're going to do, go to insert mode, we're going to put these in, and we're going to do icon equals OR arrow 2.xpm, and then do the slash, and then we're going to write and launch. Okay, yep, good. Now we've got the power arrow front to this. Now we want to go behind the YouTube subs module or the YouTube subs script here, and we want to go past this FC because that's part of this command here. So we want to go on the other side of the FC, and we want to do insert, and we want to get two of these, and we want to do icon equals, and we're going to do arrow end, I believe, .xpm, and then we are going to write, we're going to launch. Okay, good. So now we've got the back side of that arrow there, but I want to have a little bit, do I want to have a little bit of space there so it's not crowding that S? So if I put a space there and we write and then we relaunch again, ooh, no, we don't want that. So we just want to do that and then space. Okay, so that looks good there. So now we've got the arrow here and we've got the arrow here. I also want to do one here, but I want to do blue, I think. So let's go ahead and go back over here. I did create blue ones as well. So if we go up, then we're going to have blue BL arrow end, and we're going to have BL arrow. So just like on the other two ones, we're going to come over here, come all the way to the end, and this is BGD. This is my color or my wallpaper changer script, and that's the icon I have right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to come right in front of this FC, and we're going to insert mode, we're going to put the brackets, we're going to do icon equals BLARROW .xpm. I think that was it, and we're going to write, we're going to reload. Okay, yep. Now we've got that arrow there, and then we're going to come to the end after it, and we are going to add, and we're going to come all the way over here past the FC, obviously, and we are going to add the BLAROWEND.xpm with the slash, and then we are going to write that, and we are going to reload. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Let's see. Did I not get the right name? BLARROWEND /xpm. So it's after the action. BLARROWEND XPM. Oh, you know why? Because we forgot to put the icon equals. Boy, Jake, you're on a roll today. So then we're going to write, and there. Now we have the power arrow here, power arrow there. We have it there. Let's go ahead and put one in front of my updates here as well. So if we go back over here to number 2, I don't know that I have one pointing the right direction for that. Let's see if we can find one. If not, we will create one. So basically, it does not look like we have one. So, okay, what we're going to do then is we are going to just go ahead and let's close this down. Now we're going to go on this into Gimp, and we're just going to blow this up big time. So now we can see we've got, this is the one that is right here. Well, what I can do is I can change the color of this and put it right here. So if I just kind of do a select by color and we pick the orange, and then we do the paint bucket and we pick black because that's the color of the background, and we do this, and then we do Control A, which is going to unselect everything. Then we can come in here with the pencil and we can color in all the ones that we don't want to be orange anymore. So this should take care of the, well, I'm horrible at coloring with a pencil, so, or with a mouse. So let's just go in and we will one by one. Boy, that's horrible. Let's see if I can take my time and get all these colored in nice and easy without taking 3 years, wasting y'all's time. Let's get this done. Let's get it done right and see what happens. Okay. So we're almost done covering up the orange. Oops, don't want that one colored. So we just need to cover up the orange here. So it's going to take a minute, but it'll be well worth it in the end, I promise. I'm going to get rid of that guy. So we want that there, we want that there, we want that there, we want that there, and we want that there. Sorry, my vision is horrible, so I have to really squint to see where I'm going with this. Almost done, I promise. Thank you for sticking with me through this. But we're just going to create this real quick, and now we have that arrow. And if we shrink it down back to 100%, it looks perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and export it. I don't want to overwrite arrow 2, so we're going to export it as we'll just normal arrow 2.xpm, and then oops, cancel. I don't know what the heck happened there, but okay, file, export, and then we want just regular arrow 2.xpm. So arrow2.xpm, and we want it in the .xmonad xpm directory. That's correct. So we're going to export and export. And so now if we go back into here, into our xmobar configuration file, and we go, I think that's pack update, so we're going to do a search and do pack update, and do next, and next, enter. There we are. So we want it Pomac manager. Boof, nope, don't have that anymore, but that's okay. So we want it right in the front here. So we're going to do icon equals, and then we're going to do arrow2.xpm and that, and then we're going to write, and we're going to reload, and there we go. So we have a bit of a homemade power arrow theme going on here. Looks pretty slick. I like it. Let's go ahead and pkill Trayer real quick and then relaunch and see what we look like. Let's go to workspace 3 and just kind of have a look. So that looks pretty good to me. We've got some nice little arrows going on, all pointing to the center here, and we have some stuff separated out, and a little bit of color and everything. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that worked out pretty good. So you can see it's really simple to actually do this stuff with xmobar and just kind of make it your own. You know, xmobar is a great bar. It's a great tool to have, and it's actually great going along with xmonad. This is one of the reasons why I love xmonad, and will probably be my favorite window manager until something better comes along, obviously. And I don't know when that's going to be. I guess maybe when I write my own. But I don't know. But that being said, yeah, I hope you found this interesting, and maybe you can kind of hack around on your own xmobar if you use it. If not, I recommend giving it a shot because, like I said, xmonad and xmobar, great tools, great window manager, great bar, and they're just super configurable and just great. So I hope you guys have a great evening, and God bless.